Hello, Brian Timothy Mitchell here. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to do this in one take because I'm running late, you know what I mean? So recently we celebrated the 2-year anniversary of Infernal Fall. It won the REM Award for Best Christian Horror. It was combined with other categories, horror, supernatural, and paranormal. And I'm really proud of that. A year later, we released Almost Paradise. So we're celebrating the anniversary of this award-winning novel. It won for Best Christian Supernatural, which again fell under the combined categories of Best Horror, Supernatural, and Paranormal. Really proud of this book. I did not go with an outline this time, and I set a deadline to finish it within a year so it would get to my readers sooner. I made a promise to my newsletter subscribers that I would do so, and I was able to get it done. Now, so the rough draft pretty much ended up being my outline, and my revisions were about, at least early on, taking out things that didn't work and plugging in things that changed while I was writing the story. And it was a good, seamless process for me, and I think I'll stick with it. Of course, anytime that I feel like there's a good reason to outline some things ahead of time, I will. And I'll always kind of stick to a loose idea of what I want to do there. But yeah, I enjoyed this process, and it showed with folks who read it. A lot of folks said that my writing improved with the story. And yeah, I was a little bit more confident after winning an award. That's probably an understatement. But I was also really interested to see what happened myself. And that made it very, very entertaining for me to write. And it also pushed me to get it done because I really didn't know what was going to happen until it happened. So that's kind of the joy of being a pantser, which is someone who writes off the cuff rather than following an outline. Even though in an outline, you kind of get that too. So this picks up right where Infernal Fall left off. It has new characters in it. One of the more central new characters is Chance. We get his perspective as well as Daniel's, Charles's, and Beau's. And there's a couple of other perspectives in there that I'll just leave quiet for now. One thing that I aimed to do was write this book in a way where if someone didn't know about Infernal Fall, they would still enjoy the story and they would know what was going on. And I think I did a pretty good job of that. I've asked a few readers if that was the case, and it proved true. So if you haven't read Infernal Fall, which one's Infernal Fall? If you haven't read Infernal Fall, it turns out that you don't need to enjoy Almost Paradise. But if you're one of those folks who likes to read series and you're not scared of Dante's Inferno, or you don't want to be exposed to any of those darker elements for your own reasons, then Almost Paradise may be the book you want to go with first. Now, I'm happy to announce that today is October 24th, and the audiobook for Almost Paradise has been released on most platforms. Audible's taken a little bit longer, but you can find it on Spotify, Google Play, barnesandnoble.com, and various other places. So you can find that in the description below if you're interested. I also have various links to the hardcovers, paperbacks, and ebooks as well for those of you who prefer to read it. One more thing I'll mention about the story. I'm trying to do this all in one take. Like I said, the tagline for this book. Now, for Infernal Fall, I have a tagline that says, "Never lose hope." I thought that was just a message I wanted to get out to anyone who just saw the cover, that I didn't want them to give up on a situation that seemed just insurmountable to them. If they're in a dark place, I didn't want them to succumb to that environment. I wanted them to push through and find hope. So, because I think a lot of times that's what we need to get through some of the dark times in our lives. when I was writing this book, I had no tagline in mind until a character said it's harder to fly than to fall. And I thought that would be perfect for Almost Paradise title. Now, Almost Paradise, I know there's many titles out there that has Almost Paradise, and it's probably a bit more of a risk to go with that, but it seemed like the perfect title for this book, so I went with it. And the tagline fits nicely there. Besides all that, there's going to be more for the Infernal Fall series. It's going to be more of an anthology. I have spin-offs in mind. I'll talk more about that in my newsletters in the months to come. I thank you for watching, and if you would like to stay in touch, feel free to like and subscribe. Click the notifications button. You can join my newsletter. You can just email me if you want to. I'm on social media and various platforms. I don't do a lot there. I should do more. I should post more on Instagram and Facebook and X, but just don't. Anyways, I'll see you out there. Thanks for watching. Take care. I promise I'll do more on social media.